Okay, so I'm going to ask Norma if that's okay, and I'm going to promote Norma to a panelist, and she should get an invitation. Oh, I have to do something else. Yes, so I have to ask to unmute, and I have to ask to start the video. And hopefully that will work. Ah, hello, Norma, can you hear? Oh yes, you're all plugged in. Yeah, lovely to see you. Yeah.
Good to see you too.
Yeah. Okay, who have you got for us?
I've got pudding. I'm hoping you can see it because it's actually on my phone.
Right.
Pudding was a cat that actually adopted us when he was 11, and he passed over. Right, I've ticked this, so he passed over a year ago last Friday. Can you see him?
Gosh, yes, I can.
It's a year. It was a year ago on the 26th of October that we had let him go.
So how old was he when he passed?
15.
15. So you had him for 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we might not be able to corroborate everything. So sorry, how old did you say he was again when he passed?
15.
Right. He's disputing that. He thinks he's older.
Oh.
Is that
so
possible?
it is possible.
Age wrong. I don't know how animals know their age. I just don't know that. But I know that they often do tell me what their ages are. And I don't know whether it's but I thought he was 18, he said.
Oh, wow.
Is that possible?
I didn't think so because we actually met his previous owners.
Right. Okay.
So it
he feels he was 18. He's 18 now.
Oh, he's well, my other cat is 18 and she's going to be 19 in January. And they were very close.
Is she still on the Earth plane?
Yes, she is.
Right. So I'm intending to talk to Pudding, but you may have to broaden your receptive ears in case we've...
Yeah.
And it's a girl, you're the one.
Yes, it is a girl, yeah.
Come on, Pudding. Come on, barge in. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm just trying to... He said you had a lovely time together, and I'm seeing a kind of a little you might have done down his spine when he was sitting on you. It's a very, you know, when people fiddle with, you know, they do different things, people, when they're stroking their animals. I feel like you're doing a very little gentle thing just on either side of his spine. Does that make sense to you?
It does, but I also do that to Jem.
Well, yes, you would. Yeah. Okay, but I'm just going with Pudding for now.
Hopefully Pudding, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. He said he wasn't very good at standing up for himself. And I think this is with other cats. And he said I think he's saying towards the end, but he said he wasn't very much of a jumper. Like he didn't maybe feel that he could jump as much as he ought to have been able to.
Not towards the end. No. He was when he first came to us. He could jump literally 6 foot straight up into a tree.
Right, okay. But I feel he lost that bit because I feel he thinks that somebody else had him, or some other animal actually had him at some point. He could feel them either on his tail or his back end. I thought like somebody kind of almost had him and he didn't feel able. So he was actually not very confident in the end being out with cats. Or dogs, maybe, I don't know, but I thought, you know, and he said it was so sweet because you were so gentle, and you were very gentle when he passed. You were so gentle when he passed. It was like, this is a very funny thing. He's saying it's almost like your breath was so sweet. I'm sorry, this is a very weird thing, but it's like the way he received it was that your breath, what came on your out breath when he was very, very unwell or close to the end or whatever, was like sweet. It was a sweetness to it. So it's a weird thing, isn't it? I don't know what he's doing or how he's processing your breath, but it had like the intention, it got your presence in it. And it was this exquisite gentleness that really gave him the strength to take that final step. And it felt like he had to make a leap into the other world. Not a physical one, but it was like, right, it's like I had to steel himself, his spirit, to make that jump. And and he said it was quite hard, he said, because you had fed him rather a lot, and he felt like maybe he wasn't as fit as he ought to have been. And I don't quite understand it, so I'm getting a metaphor at the same time as obviously a thing that actually, but he's talking in language that the metaphor is cat metaphor, if you know what I mean. But he's also shown me that his belly felt quite full and maybe a bit fat, and so this, like, it was quite hard, but yeah, he's glad he's there now. And he showed me, he's saying fish, he liked fish, and he's showing me using a claw and pulling something out of his food bowl. I don't know whether he pulled things out of his food bowl.
When he became ill, the only way I could feed him was, and he loved prawns, was to almost liquidize the prawns. And I would put my finger into this mush and put it to his mouth.
Oh,
and that was
interesting.
That was the only way he could eat.
Oh, how interesting. So he's showing me like okay, and he said and it ended up all around his mouth.
All around his mouth, yeah.
Would have been,
yeah. And I had to wipe his face all the time. Yeah.
But he says he's so grateful to you for that. He at times he did feel like yes, it wasn't very dignified. He would have liked to have been more dignified. He just couldn't, he was very grateful. And I feel like I've got something here, and I feel like there might be a lump or something in my throat. So I don't know what I'm feeling here, but I feel like there might be some sort of lump or obstruction or something down my throat. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, he had a cancerous lump in his throat, which meant that he couldn't swallow properly, and sometimes it would, food or something would get caught, and then there's nothing we could do.
And there's a feeling down here, and I don't know what that would be as well, but it's I've got a lump here, and then there's something, I don't know, maybe heart, but I don't know, something there as well. And but he was at peace, he said, although it did happen quite rapidly at the end. It went like that, he's showing me at the end, but he was at peace. And he didn't want to be in that situation for very long. He just didn't, it's a horrible feeling. He just didn't want to. He wanted to cast off his fur coat. So I'm saying, what have you got a message for Norma before we finish? And he's just doing the cat thing, where they go eek next to your face, they rub you, and then he's sitting very sedately on a windowsill. Looks quite a deep windowsill, and I'm looking out into the garden. Does that make sense to you? So he's just there very peacefully and serenely. So he's just saying, I'm here, and in his spirit form. Did we manage to get him rather than your cut?
Yes.
We got the lump.
Eventually.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Norma. Thank you very much.